the Kansai Chargers to hit back here. I know that the power play that the players will want to go on the offensive in the early stages, but absolutely critical that they preserve their wickets. Another wicket early on for the Super Kings, and things get very, very interesting. Singh coming in now to the new batsman Fleming. Again, nice line and length on that occasion. Batting Fleming forward again. You can see the batsman wanting to get onto that front foot and negate the amount of swing. To close it out here, Singh. Fuller delivery again. Fleming trying to punch that on the front foot. And an excellent over comes to an end. Super Kings, after winning the toss and electing to bowl first, have the first wicket. Singh bowls an excellent first over. It's 2 for 1. The Kansai Chargers wanting to get off to a good start. Losing Jack Wildermuth as quickly as they have. Exactly what the South Kanto Super Kings were after. And really pressure here in the power play for the Chargers to make sure that they get the runs on board, to make sure that preserve their wickets. That's the risk when you're trying to be proactive early on, but have to respect the conditions, especially in these first couple of overs. Just enough there for the bowler, a hint of movement, a bit of uncertainty. Suddenly the Chargers now are forced to rebuild this innings early on. Declan Suzuki has been at the other end, yet to face a delivery. Now will be up against it. Kiefer Lake has the ball in his hands. Got a slip in place. That's Kiefer Lake now. Ooh, it's a full delivery. It's just swung away. Should be called a wide, and it is. Now Motor Lake on that occasion. Again, he's tempting the batsman wide outside the off stump to go after him. That's not going to take the invitations kindly here, but needs to make sure that doesn't take the bait early on. Super Kings haven't struck early. Either the momentum is on their side. Yamamoto Lake now looking to get the outside edge of Declan Suzuki. Beautiful delivery, that nice enough shape. Tempting Suzuki again. The length on that occasion was perfect. Good start to the over, and South Kanto Super Kings getting off to an ideal start here after winning the toss and electing to bowl first. Sano International Cricket Ground will be facing a bit of wetness on the surface. Great to see that play being allowed here today. The players will be at full confidence to go out there and express themselves. And again, width on offer. Suzuki goes to the big. Makes no contact with the ball. And Yamamoto Lake has got his opponent exactly where he wants him here in the early stages. Just enough movement to keep him honest. We know that the batsman will be chasing after them, especially in the power play area. There's two fielders allowed outside the circle here is Yamamoto Lake. And oh, it's a beauty! It is a sensational delivery. Middle pole, gone. The Super Kings have 2 wickets in the early stages. The Chargers are reeling at 3 for 2. Suzuki goes without troubling the scoring as Yamamoto Lake in his very first over strikes, as both opening bowlers have tasted blood in the early stages at the Sano International Cricket Ground. Is 3 for 2. And the Kansai Chargers are in a really troublesome spot now. Well, that is a cracking delivery. It hooped in the air. The batsman committed to the shot, and he sees his middle stump completely exposed out. That was a stunning delivery there from Yamamoto Lake. Both opening bowlers striking early, exactly what the captain wanted. The bowlers are delivering here. Chargers, in troublesome spot. For the Chargers, where do they go from here? Trying to attack the power play. They've lost 2 players already. Both openers back in the hut. 2 new batsmen at the crease, 9 deliveries, and wow, it's been action-packed. Yet to see a boundary off the blade of the batsman. It's been all about the bowlers so far. You can see the early decision of trying to go for that second slip with the ball moving around. Decides against it now. Keeps it with one slip in play. They regret that if that edge does happen. Here's a short third instead. Very wide on that occasion. Lake on his halfway through his over. Fuller delivery. It's punched down the ground. Should be a quick single. He has to hurry. And completes it. Harahinze quickly off the mark. Chargers need to just try to rebuild this innings here. Put into bat in these tricky conditions. Never easy. Listeners would have been hoping for a positive start. Instead, it's the bowling side with the initiative early on. Kawabaki Fleming on the other end. I've seen Lake full of confidence. Looking to strike again in this over to the right-hander Fleming. Again, plenty of width. Should be called a wide, and it is. A couple of extras here for Yamamoto Lake, but he won't mind that as he's gotten the wicket already. Just what his captain would have wanted from him. Both opening bowlers striking in their very first over. Kansai Chargers find themselves in a very tricky spot here. Need a partnership. Need to get some runs on the board. All about the boundaries though, just tickling it down there. A couple of singles should get them some movement going along. It's another full delivery. Back them on the pads, but that was going down leg stump. More importantly, it's a dot ball again. This is an excellent over. A couple of extras here from Yamamoto Lake, but having gotten Declan Suzuki out in the very first delivery, Suzuki finding himself full of confidence here, looking to finish off strong. Kawabaki Fleming sizing up here. Final delivery of what has been an excellent over this. Oh, it's chipped in the air and it lands just about safely by the looks of it. And it might have gone onto the boundary through the point and gully region. Kawabaki Fleming just leans forward and gets the Chargers' first boundary. 2 overs gone. Kansai Chargers 9 for 2. Gurmeet Singh back at the attack. He struck in his very first over as well. Right outside off stump delivery. Too tempting for the opener. Boundary off the bat of Fleming. Was a tempting delivery as well. His delivery is right outside off stump is almost like a bait for the batsman, whether or not they want to take it. High risk, high reward. Singh now. Harahinze here. This should be a very interesting battle here at 9 for 2. Was chipped it back in the air. It's a risky shot. Running between the wickets has to be good, and it is. Harahinze has kept things very simple in the early stages, making sure that the scoreboard is ticking. Ensure that not too many dot balls from his end. Both batsmen striking at 100 in the early stages. The Sano International Cricket Ground here in Japan. SIGC 1 and 2 both in action. Fantastic to see the Japan Premier League now trying to catch heat with the weather now permitting, as another nicely bowled delivery through the offside. It's punched. Kadawaki Fleming looking a lot more comfortable out there in the middle. Hinze has kept things simple. Moving it around the ball here. Singh gets the ball to hoop again. It's flicked down fine leg. It's gotten that fine enough. Should be a couple here. Might get some more. Some excellent bit of fielding to prevent the boundary. Kansai Chargers now getting a move on here. Keeping the scoreboard moving. Absolutely imperative that they don't lose another wicket, especially in the early stages of the power play. Scoreline still a lot of work to be done. Good shot there from Fleming. He picks the length early and he deposits that. And finds the fielder there at long on. Well placed fielder, but Singh has to be careful that his line is maintained. Anything slightly wider on that occasion will be flicked away. Productive over this for Kansai Chargers, waiting for an over such as this one. 4 deliveries of 4, and he gives him the charge. Not enough connection on it and sent back. Kadawaki Fleming, 5 of 6 deliveries, facing the final delivery of the Singh over. Heading towards the halfway stage of the power play. It's wide outside off stump. He goes for the big hoik, and he ends with back-to-back dot balls. 3 overs gone. It's 14 for 2. And 14 for 2 after 3 overs. Now Motor Lake will have the ball back in his hands. Struck in his very first over. Now he's got Hara Hinze on strike. Takes the delivery. He's flicked away nicely. Well kept. Went a couple of runs down. Fine leg on that occasion. The keeper at full stretch, making sure that one was kept to a single. But Yamamoto Lake has to make sure that he keeps the pressure at this end. Seen Singh in the second over go for runs. But Yamamoto Lake did very, very well. His strike early, make sure that the game plan was followed. Still just a slip, and almost the gully region there. He goes for the big flourish. He's attempted with outside off stump. Good start to the over again. This from Yamamoto Lake. The power play. South Kanto Super Kings have pretty much edged it here. Got a couple of players out. Make sure that the run rate is very much manageable. 5 and over here as Kansai Chargers still looking for a move on, but they'll have to make sure that they are trying to preserve their wickets. Lose another, and the number 5 is out there in the middle as early as the power play. It's going to be a very, very critical partnership here between Fleming and Hinze. Big bowls, and again the line is very good there. It's nice for a single. He's going to keep digging that length to make sure that it's not quite drivable for the batsman out there in the middle. Now Motor Lake bowling with a lot of discipline, going in under and on the ball. They're charging in here. Fuller delivery. It's a great ball. They struck on the pads, but that was very much going down like stump. And more importantly, top balls at this stage. Huge leg up here. Both Fleming and Hinze have found themselves suitable time out there in the middle. Trying to judge the conditions, do the movement around. So far, the Super Kings got the power play in their hands here. Another full delivery, punch down the ground. Unfortunately, crashes into the stump. It was a beautifully timed straight drive there. A little too straight on the bat of Hinze. Fortunately for him, short of that quality, he's up in a dot ball as well. To wrap up the fourth over here, this has been an outstanding over. One run off the bat, one run off the pad, and he wraps it up brilliantly. Has it taken a touch? It goes to the stumps again, and he will get the single. Brilliant over there from Yamamoto. Leg 3 coming from it. 4 overs gone at 17 for 2. The skipper wasting no time, and he brings Singh back into the attack for his third over. Goes for the big shot there. Width on offer there for Fleming. Gives it the big hoik. Again, the boundaries have been really running dry. Just the one off the blade of the Chargers' bat. Singh coming in to pull his third over. Certainly an interesting choice. Skipper going with front load here, making sure his opening bowlers take advantage of the rhythm that they have. It's a decent partnership considering the situation of the Chargers here, as Fleming goes for the big shot, just a single again. They need to run hard between the wickets. The boundaries have been at a premium. Kansai Chargers need to really get going. Both batsmen on 7. Identical deliveries faced from them. Something's got to give here. Singh will fully identify that as he goes for the shot. Big hit there down the ground, and it lands safely just about. The risk having to be taken at this stage. Again, with the width on offer. Wasn't there quite to be pulled. Straight down the ground instead. Fortunately, from Chargers' point of view, the ball lands safely. This partnership now starting to blossom here at the International Cricket Ground 2. On strike, another width offer. What a shot that is! Stand and deliver. Hinze strikes that perfectly, but straight into the hands, and it's another wicket. The Super Kings are all over the Kansai Chargers. Again, width on offer there for Hinze. He could not resist. He goes for the big drive, straight down at long on. Super Kings have their third wicket in the power play. It's 21 for 3. The nightmare start has been truly compounded here. Patmore now enters the fray. 21 for 3 here, Kansai Chargers. Boundaries have been at a premium. The wickets have been lost very regularly as Singh, who's gotten 2, to wrap up again with on offer. He drives that nicely. Left-hander get bat on ball in the early stages as Singh has bowled yet another brilliant over, and the decision by the skipper to go with his frontline bowlers has truly paid off. Singh with 2, Yamamoto Lake with 1. Exactly going according to plan here. There's another big delivery there. Might have gone down leg stump on that occasion. Leg byes will be signalled. It's a single to end. Yet another brilliant Singh over. It's 5 overs gone. It's 22 for 3. Well, the Kansai Chargers, 1 over of the power play remaining. It's gone all in the favour of the Super Kings, South Kanto Super Kings. They've gotten 3 early wickets, finding themselves in a really strong position here. Harawaki, Fleming and Patmore both now tasked with steady the ship here, which has been hit with a couple of heavy blows. Frontline batsmen finding it difficult to get the runs and losing their wickets relatively simple fashion here. Bowling has been very much according to plan. Singh with 2, Yamamoto Lake with 1, and now Kansai Chargers have to rebuild here. They've still got an over of the power play remaining. They go after this one or just look to preserve it as Hinze now comes into the attack. Spin introduced for the first time to wrap up the power play. Oh, it's a good delivery. Left-hander coming around the wicket on that occasion. Good angle there for the left-handed Patmore. Leg side is open up with this angle. Tossed up nicely and he just nudges that down for a quick single but quickly sent back. Excellent fielding there. The Super Kings have been absolutely on it. Every facet of the game well covered, and themselves in a great rhythm here. Does Patmore look to go after Hinze here, or does he just hold his fire? Could be temptations, especially with just 2 players out there outside the circle. They started off well, a bit of flight on the ground. It's another dot ball, and the dot balls add to the pressure, that's for sure. Feel like something's got to give in this over. Patmore has bided his time. Does he fire the trigger now? Waits on it and punches that through the offside. Got that into the gap and has to hurry, and he does. Patmore off the mark. Taking him a while to get there. 1 run of 6 deliveries. It's an excellent over this from Hinze though. Couple of deliveries to wrap up what has been the Super Kings' power play. Left and right combination of Patmore and Fleming up there in the middle to try and unsettle the rhythm of the bowling side. Everything gone their way so far. Hinze now has got a couple of deliveries to wrap up the power play. He gives him the charge, and that is such clever bowling. He wants to go down the leg stump, and he did exactly that, hoping to catch the batsman out. Harawaki Fleming was just about to get something on it. Don't think he did. Was signalled as a wide and an extra. The delivery has to be re-bowled, but Hinze doing exactly what he was planning there. Onto the left-hander Patmore. Looks to pull that in. He pulls that well into the gap. That should be a boundary. But Patmore has been very patient. And he gets an absolute gift, doesn't he? Half tracker there. Pulls that. Fine enough to get the boundary. A couple of boundaries for Kansai Chargers in the power play, having lost 3 wickets. Hinze looks to wrap up the power play. Oh, it's a beauty. It's a dot ball to end that over from Hinze. 29 for 3 here, the Kansai Chargers, after South Kanto Super Kings won the toss and elected to bowl first. Gotten 3 dismissals in the opening 6 overs. Advantage to the Super Kings. We will spin to wrap up the power play in the first over. After that, Kubota now into the attack for his first delivery. With on offer, Fleming goes for the flourishing drive. He opens it up through the slip cordon. Third man well positioned, just a single. Delivery there from Kubota, enough pace on it just to hurry Fleming for the shot. Won't mind the singles here, the Super Kings. Gonna have to make sure, and they've done so well as limit the number of boundaries. Conditions here at the Sano International Cricket Ground 2. Atmore's had a decent start, having scored his boundary. Now it's got a medium pacer in Kubota now. Beautifully bowled, right on the money, on target. Down as well, full of passion and fire. The Kansai Chargers have to make sure that this partnership stays along for another couple of overs at least. Need a bit of momentum here as Kubota. So can't fire that towards the stumps. Flicks that down the leg side. Gets a single. A good start to the over. This has been a clear pattern from the Super King bowlers. South Kanto Super Kings following their game plan and seeing it come to fruition here. 31 for 3 is exactly they were been hoping for after the power play. Kubota now charging in. And with on off a big drive there from Fleming, makes contact with thin air. Pressure being applied here. With on off, he goes for the big shot. Straight down the ground, makes excellent contact. And that should be a 6, and it is. Karuwaki Fleming gets the first 6 of the Kansai Chargers innings. They've had to wait a long time for it, but it was a magnificent shot. Kubota again with the width on offer. The length was favorable. Karuwaki Fleming does the rest and now goes over the 100 strike rate that he has been waiting very patiently for. 8 runs on the board, the most prolific over in the Kansai Chargers innings so far. This partnership now starting to blossom here. Final over of the 7th. He tries to be delicate on that occasion and he ends with the dot ball. 8 runs coming off that Kubota over. 7 overs gone. 37 for 3.
Come on, boys! One more.
Good tactics here on display. I would spin. Ravichandran into the attack. About it, Ravichandran. The right hand. Oh, he's got him and he's done him. First delivery. Oh, he's got back just in time, has he? Well, Patmore took the bait very first delivery. Gives Ravichandran the charge. He gets stumped. Good delivery, that enough air on it. Made it very uncomfortable there for Patmore. Surveying the field once again. Off tracker on that occasion. This time tracks that nicely through the offside. Just a single. Ravichandran nearly getting the award in the very first delivery. Beautifully tossed up. Playing spin is certainly an art. Novaki Fleming and Patmore built up a decent partnership in the context of the innings to make sure that they keep that scoreboard moving and, of course, preserve their wickets. Chandran now got a right-hander to bowl to. They're up nicely. It's a beautiful delivery. Leg by. These are harmless runs from the Super Kings' point of view. Singles, nothing much that they will be worried about as we are approaching the halfway point of the innings. Some tight overs. Just the 1-6, a couple of boundaries and 3 wickets lost. Again, tossed up nicely there for Patmore, who drives that through the covers just for a single. Fleming, 15 of 15 deliveries. Going to try and find the scoring options of this over. Give himself a bit of room there, and he pulls that along the ground for another single. Excellent over just from Ravichandran. 4 runs coming off it. Finish off on a positive note here. Patmore, very first delivery, saw himself nearly being stumped. Now Ravichandran to end. Up nicely, plays it through the cover, straight to the fielder, and an outstanding Ravichandran over comes to an end. 8 overs gone, 41 for 3. Water back into the attack. 8 runs in his first over. Also, Miss Fleming as Fleming goes again wide outside off stump. In the shot on a couple of occasions where almost on one knee. And width on offer there this time. Just on the base of the bat. Another single here. Novaki Fleming dealing in singles. The big shot went down the ground for a 6. Since then, the scoring opportunities have been limited. Good conditions here, of course, at the Sano International Cricket Ground. For 8 of 14, he's got more than a sighter out there in the middle. But something's got to give here. Botha will identify that situation, that's for sure. Beautiful delivery there. Sits down on Thurgate. Halfway through the innings, that's a brilliant shot there from Patmore. He's got that into the gap, and he'll be feeling a whole lot more confident after that shot. Brilliantly done. He picks up the length early. Kubota has been expensive. He's gone for a 6 and now for a boundary in this over. Picks it up early. Patmore does the rest. That confidence coming through the winds quickly. Now this partnership, absolutely crucial. 17 of the bat of Fleming, 12 of Patmore. Kubota needs to finish strong though. He's got a couple of deliveries left in this over. Shot through the gap. And he gets that finally in just for a single. Final delivery of the ninth. And a good over this for the Chargers. Slower delivery. Fleming waits for it. Get a single. A productive over there for the Chargers. Kansai Chargers after 9 overs. 48 for 3. Ravichandran into the attack and nearly gets it first ball. That was angling towards the leg stump. And there's just about enough to make sure that he gets some bat on it. Approaching the final over of the halfway stage. South Kanto Super Kings have gotten the 3 wickets but also kept the runs at lid. Goes for the reverse. He's got right in front. That should be out. Ravichandran, Patmore going for the reverse now. It's come from the other angle. Decisive decision there from the umpire. Ravichandran knows the kind of line and length he has to keep delivering, and he does exactly that. Goes for the good sweep there from Patmore. Risky shot again. Running between the wickets needs to improve there. That could have been 2. Good batsman keeping the eyes on the ball rather than head down run. 50 mark approaches for Kansai Chargers. It's taken them a long while to get there. Seen a few of their teammates being dismissed as well on the way to the 50 run mark. Fleming and Patmore now building something very important. Good delivery there from Ravichandran. Beautifully fired in. Final delivery of the 10th. Ravichandran with yet another tight over. Just 7 runs given in the 11 deliveries that he's bowled. Tosses it up again. So much temptations there as Patmore just nudges it down for a single. 10 overs gone halfway through the innings. It's 52 for 3 here. Kansai Chargers now rebuilding the innings. And at the halfway stage, 52 for 3. Well, at the halfway stage, the Kansai Chargers at 52 for 3. Continuing with spin here as Hinze in the attack. It's a beautiful first delivery. Spins away there from Patmore. They keeping the pressure on here. No width on offer. He pulls that nicely. He's got that into the gap. Might get a boundary for it, and he does. Excellent shot there from Patmore. Half tracker there from Hinze. Climbed all over it, and now 19 of 22 deliveries. Both these batsmen now will be feeling a whole lot better. Crucial partnership building here at the Sano International Cricket Ground. Start for a single. Takes him for 20 as well. 20 of 23 deliveries for Patmore, who came into the middle for this side in a very difficult spot. Partnership has certainly been needed really from Kansai Chargers' point of view. Taking a bit of risk to get here as well. Critical from their point of view that they keep the pressure going. Make it difficult for South Kanto Super Kings. 5 runs of this Hinze over already. Pick that down the pads. He's not going to get anything from it. Quick single. The running between the wickets has certainly improved as leg byes signaled by the umpire. He's looking for his first wicket. A relatively expensive over. It's in the air. It might land safely, and it does. He's been sent back. Chance for a run out. Both batsmen in trouble there. Patmore's pull didn't find the fielder. Fleming was halfway down the track himself. Very easily been run out on that occasion. Goes for the reverse. He's gotten good amounts of bat on it. That will run away to the boundary. An excellent over there from the Chargers' point of view. 11 overs gone. It's 62 for 3. That's all about the confidence there, having spent enough time at the crease. The reverse working to perfection. They're going at 8 and over here as Kansai Chargers feel that they're just trying to get back into this game now. 62 for 3 from 11. Morita now into the attack. Skipper looking to keep things fresh, keep things moving. Probably needs a breakthrough here. South Kanto Super Kings after being all over Kansai Chargers in the power play. Here's Morita now. Tosses it up. It's a full toss. It's a missed opportunity. Haruaki Fleming, you could tell from his reaction that was a massive opportunity to deposit that ball over deep mid-wicket for 6. Morita needs to be careful though. This time better length on the back foot, punches that down the ground. Just get a single again. The running between the wickets has been average. Not looking to do anything flashy or take any unnecessary risks from their point of view. Patmore and Fleming. This is a very good partnership in the context of the match. Tossed up again, swept nicely there from Patmore. He's got that into the gap. Will he get the boundary for it? He won't. Again, it's just a single. Half tracker, that should be easy work for Fleming. You can see his disappointment. That's a couple of deliveries that he could and should have dispatched. Morita does make it far too tempting, especially with his length. Not got it in his radar so far. And tossed up here. Patmore doesn't get the middle of the bat. These are missed opportunities here for Kansai Chargers. Morita's first over has given them far too many opportunities, but nothing really taken. It's been a quiet over. Could have very easily gone the other way. And delivery of the 12th. He goes for the sweep. He's caught in front. It's got that fine enough. Should just be a single. 4 overs from that Morita. Over 12 overs gone at 66 for 3.
When he bowled it first over to me, I was like, this is going to be a tough one. Yeah. And I haven't
Then I had to ration his overs. I'm like, oh, I'd love to keep bowling, but you're going to have to.
Me and Patmore, new ball on the turning deck, that's fine.
Like, you're going to have to. You're going to open the 2 lefties on a turning wicket.
And with a hard ball, like, run it through it like a lot. And you can take him on and he's just going to spin past the back.
No, you guys
Why is the fastest guy in Japan on the boundary? The most elite athlete, not at cover.
Unreal meets real. One.
we're down to 11 players before a penalty number.
Robert Chair, we've got a lot to chat about. Is it? What happened last week? Oh, yeah.
I got in here, someone else got in. Someone didn't show up, so we were playing at least a few games.
Okay, I might have to put myself in the team. It's one that I thought about, and I might have to.
This partnership certainly blossoming here as Patmos goes for the big hoik, gets a quick single, 4 runs of this over already. Patmore going at just under run a ball. Karuaki Fleming has taken his time for his 23. Morita now started off his first over with a few gimmies, few fuel deliveries that made it quite comfortable. He goes for the big shot there. Fleming, he's got a hold of that. That is a maximum. Hussein Azaki wasn't going to miss out there. And now Karuaki Fleming going at a run ball. 29 of 29 deliveries. This is a fantastic partnership from the Kansai Chargers. They've more than done their fair share of recovery. And now it's all about trying to cash in here. Weather the storm and now finding themselves in position. Rita hangs that in the air again. He goes massive. There's no need to run for it, according to Fleming. He gets that into the gap with the elevation, and it's back-to-back sixes. An expensive Morita over. Again, it's a fuller delivery. Fleming gets into position. Massive six that. Flat trajectory as Karuaki Fleming has now decided that enough is enough. It's time to go for it. Expensive Morita over here. Super Kings need to just make sure that they don't lose grip of the game. Wider delivery. Slaps that through the offside. Just a single. Gotten that into the gap, hasn't he, as well? He has. It's a brilliant shot from Fleming. And just about manages to beat the fielder there. Morita's over has been expensive. Fleming stays at the other end, and he's really launched an assault here. 20 runs of this over, and it's tossed up again. He smashes that through the offside. 20 runs from that Morita over. 14 overs gone. It's 93 for 3. This is a moment for Kansai Chargers where they possibly take control of this game, weathering the storm, and now in the ascendancy. This is cricket in a nutshell. All you need is a healthy partnership. Suddenly you're in business. Yeah, 93 for 3, considering the charge that they've had. Approaching the 15th over, Ravichandran back into the attack. This partnership was budding, and now it is blossoming here at the Sano International Cricket Ground. Morita's 2 overs, certainly expensive. Ravichandran has been on the money. Patmore on strike, gives him the charge, goes straight down the ground. An excellent shot. Just be a single though. Long on quickly out on the scene. The intentions are clear here. They are going to go after the spinners. Ravichandran now into the attack. Going to close out his 3rd over after 2 good overs to begin with. Absolutely critical that they make sure that the flow of runs has been stopped here. The South Kanto Super Kings, after having the early initiative, seeing the initiative now being snatched back here from the Kansai Chargers. Brilliant partnership this. Karuaki Fleming and Patmore. Right and left combination, getting the job done as Fleming drives that through the covers for a single. Approaching the 100-run mark would be objective 1 complete, and then can just launch an attack in the last 5 overs. Score of 130, 140 on this track would be a brilliant one, really, considering the circumstances that they found themselves in. As he goes for the reverse there, Patmore, and find the gap. Well struck, but safely into the hands of the fielder. These are easy singles here for Kansai Chargers. South Kanto Super Kings need to make sure that the flow of runs is being stemmed here. Milwaukee Fleming now on to 40. Patmore 36 of 38. They've consumed a lot of deliveries, but they've got runs on board. Oh, that's a good delivery there. He's got the edge and he's gone. The breakthrough happens and Super Kings break this all-important partnership. They were just trying to build a bit of steam there as Ravi Chandran gets his first wicket. He has bowled outstandingly well here at the Sano International Cricket Ground. 96 for 4 here, the Kansai Chargers, and that partnership finally broken. A new batsman at the crease with the 15th over coming to an end. Ravi Chandran with yet another very impressive over. This just the 3 runs and the all-important wicket of Fleming. Katka now into the middle here. It's going to be up to Patmore now to be the aggressor as Ravi Chandran looks to end on a positive note here. This has been a magnificent over. And he ends with a dot ball, smashing over that. From the Super Kings' point of view, 3 runs and a wicket from it. 15 overs gone. It's 96 for 4. As we approach the final 5 overs, Yamamoto Lake, after an excellent couple of 2, now back into the attack. Just the 9 runs given with the early wicket. And now, Patmore, the set batsman out there in the middle. Objective will be very clear here from South Kanto Super Kings. Make sure that Patmore is back in the dugout as quickly as possible. This is a crucial over this as we head towards the final 5. Here's Yamamoto Lake. Goes for the clever lift over the keeper. Made his mind up early, almost anticipating where Yamamoto Lake would be bowling on that occasion. Nick now continuing his excellent work here. Oh, wide outside off stump. Has he got enough bat on it? It has. It's an absolute loosener there from Yamamoto Lake. Conceding his first boundary. Patmore couldn't miss out. Boundary as the 100 comes up for Kansai Chargers. Considering the position that they were in early on in the power play, this is a fantastic effort. Partnership from Fleming and Patmore giving them the base, and now Patmore looking to lead the charge, 100 for 4. Just under 5 overs remaining here at the Sano International Cricket Ground 2. Patmore now looking to launch the assault. With an offer, it's a good-looking shot. He has to run the first one hard. He should get the second quite comfortably. Good running between the wickets. Something that was absent between the two batsmen early on. He just saw singles being taken. Need to convert those ones into twos. Every run matters. We approach the final 5. Patmore 42 of 41, leading the charge in terms of the runs. Came in when his side were at 7 for 3. Since then have done very, very well. Different over this for Yamamoto Lake really to try and combat against. Lake now charging in. Goes for the reverse again. Patmore tried that on a couple of occasions already in this over. Something that has been clearly premeditated by the looks of it. Attempting that twice against the frontline bowler. Certainly is a choice. It's been all or nothing in the Yamamoto Lake over. Boundary or 2 and a couple of dot balls. I'm going to blink first here. Lake now steaming in. Get a bit of width on offer. Patmore gets that into the gap. Should be a couple again. Katka has run very impressively. Another 2 runs here. 8 on the board. This Yamamoto Lake over. Kansai Chargers, they don't want to really put a cap on the amount of runs that they can accumulate with 4.1 overs remaining. Delivery coming up here is Lake against Patmore. This time it works. He's been attempting that all over long. Something premeditated. He gets that perfectly flicked into the gap. 2 boundaries in the Lake over. It is a brilliant over there. 12 coming off it. 16 gone. It's 108 for 4. Tried the flicks and scoops early on in the over. It did not work. Final delivery, something a little bit more conventional. More importantly, getting bat on ball. 4 overs remaining. The Chargers, as I mentioned before, they don't want to keep a cap on their scoreline. They want to attack as much as possible. Katka now on strike. He's done a lot of running between the wickets, but only faced the 1 delivery so far. Ravichandran now, who's been the pick of the bunch, will wrap up here. It's a good looking shot there from Katka. Goes after Ravichandran, very first delivery, and he holds on straight to long on. No respect whatsoever paid there by Katka. Ravichandran tosses it up, gets his 2nd wicket, and that's 2 wickets in quick time. There's Patmore loses another partner. It's 108 for 5. Katka goes for a duck. Half the team back in the dugout. Ravichandran has just been sensational in his 3 overs so far. As Taniyama in the attack, and he goes. He has to walk. It's back-to-back wickets. Ravichandran is on a hat-trick. Taniyama goes in the very first delivery. And Kansai Chargers losing their way again. Ravichandran has been the pick of the bunch before this over even started. And now he's gotten 2 and 2, and he's on a hat-trick. Fantastic stuff here. 108 for 6. Well, it's the quicker delivery. Tried to pick that out. Did not work. Ravichandran on a hat trick. Haikai now in the attack. 2 quick wickets and what looked like a stabilizing position is now on rocky foundations. Ravichandran is on a hat trick. Oh, it's a brilliant delivery. Just misses the off stump. Oh, that was sensational from Ravichandran. He has created havoc out there in the middle. Haikai now seeing his side struggle there. He pulls well. He's got that into the gap and not just a boundary. It's gone over the ropes. That is some way to announce yourself at the crease. Haikai quickly rocks back onto his back foot and he pumps that for a maximum. The 120 mark now seeming a lot more reachable. Chandran getting hit for his first 6. There's a quicker delivery. Atmore is quickly off his mark and he'll get there at the striker's end swiftly. By signal by the umpire on that occasion. And Patmore, who's batted beautifully, he's exercised a lot of patience and then unleashed. Finding himself at 48 of 44. This is the crucial battle here. Final delivery of the Ravichandran over. He gives him the charge. He goes down the ground. He's hit that with some force and conviction. Straight to the fielder. Just a single. Remains on 49. Ravichandran's 4 overs comes to an end. It is a massive effort from Ravichandran. 4 overs, 3 wickets. Just the 18 runs conceded. He gets the adulation of his players. A sensational spell from Ravichandran. He's done his part. Chargers are 116 for 6. The 3 overs remain. Kansai Chargers looking to finish off strong here. Just about building up a solid partnership. A couple of quick wickets. And it's the South Kanto Super Kings who will now want to finish off on a positive note here. Power play was very much in their hands. From there, construction job applied by Fleming and Patmore has been first class. A couple of quick wickets. Now, feels like it could be anyone's game here. 3 crucial overs coming to you live from the Sano International Cricket Ground 2 here in Japan. The Japan Premier League. A fantastic initiative from the Japan Cricket Association now being a regular. Seeing teams now taking part, wanting to get their cricket journey ahead of the curve. The Japan Cricket League doing exactly that. Patmore on 49 of 45 deliveries. Personal milestone aside, he'll want to stay there till the very end. If he stays for another couple of overs, definitely expect that scoreboard to be somewhere in the 130, 140, maybe even 150 region if he catches fire. Joker Fletcher holding his first over in the 18th. Certainly an interesting tactic from the skipper, especially to a set batsman here. This could be very interesting. Fletcher, Patmore. Goes big. First ball. He's got that into the gap with elevation. Should run for 2 here. And he does. Patmore gets his 50, and it's a brilliant half century from Patmore. 51 of 46 deliveries. The job's not done from the Kansai Chargers' point of view, but Patmore can be very proud of that innings. He walked in with his team 3 down for under 10 runs on the board. Now finding his team at 118 for 6. Joker Fletcher needs to be spot on with his line and length. Width on offer, dot ball, crucial delivery. You're seeing Patmore just clearing out that front leg, giving himself as much room as possible. He'll be targeting that leg side, that's for sure. Fletcher's a tall man. Can use that bounce just to get that extra bit of effort though. It's a slower delivery, it's a wide delivery though. Good idea there from Joker Fletcher. Nice pull shot there from Patmore, but doesn't get too much on it to be contended with the single. This is a very good Joker Fletcher over. Not easy coming into the 18th over with so much of the game on the line, but the 120 mark here for the Kansai Chargers. Certainly something that they'll have ticked in terms of the objective to be met. Steadies himself a slow delivery. Ayukayo's come and made his intentions crystal clear from ball 1. Gets that away for a single. Again, this Joker Fletcher over has been very, very impressive. It's not conceded a boundary. They've been dealing in singles and twos. Ayukayo's done his job in terms of scoring big, nearly at 200 a strike rate. Patmore, we wanted to keep as much strike as possible. Lower delivery, gets down on one knee, doesn't get that into the gap. Again, a single. They won't mind this Super Kings, that's for sure. Joker Fletcher now looking to end on a positive note. This has been a fantastic over. Just the 6 runs from it from Joker Fletcher. Okay. On strike here. Expect him to clear that front leg. He doesn't. He goes for the very audacious pull. He's got that into the gap. That is an excellent shot. A boundary to end the Fujoka Fletcher over. 10 runs coming off it. 18 gone. 126 for 6. Ayukai has come in and made his intentions loud and clear. A 6 and now a boundary. 2 overs remaining for Kansai Chargers to give it the late charge. Well, 2 overs remaining. Kansai Chargers 126 for 6. That 140 mark, very much achievable. Need to go at 7 and over for that to happen. Both are back into the attack. 9 for 15 in his 2 overs. Patmore, we wanted to take as much strike as possible. Yuka on the other end has been very prolific in terms of his run scoring. Patmore has faced 49 deliveries. What will Want to farm the strike as much as possible. 2 overs remaining. Here's Kubota now. Good delivery, digs that down. Dot ball to begin with. The effort delivery there from Kubota. South Kanto Super Kings haven't seen their opposition at tricky times in the first innings. Slightly disappointed with the scoreline accumulated. This is more than competitive from Kansai Chargers' point of view. Gives their bowlers something to bowl at. It's a split stance. He goes through the offside. He hits that nicely. Just be a single. Last couple of overs has been good from the Super Kings' point of view as they have put the clamps on. Flurry of wickets was certainly a turning point in the match. Okay, on strike here. He's serving the leg side extensively. Anything towards the pads, expect Ayukai to just flick the wrist. Kubota has gone for width in his opening 2 deliveries. Does he stick to the plan here? Ayukai will be chasing after it. Crucial couple of deliveries coming here at the Sano International Cricket Ground. Width is on offer. He goes through the leg side. Delivery again. Should go for 2 here. They've not pushed hard enough. It's just a single as well. Well, Patmore, after getting his 50, hasn't really had the opportunity as he surveys the leg side too. Kubota with a change of angle, the change of batsman now with the left-hander to bowl at. Slower delivery, he's not got hold of that. It's in the air and it lands safely. It is brilliant from Kubota. He gets the set batsman out at a crucial moment. It's 128 for 7. Patmore's played a fantastic innings as it ends at 54 of 52 deliveries. Kubota has bowled a superb penultimate over. Just the 2 runs, and more importantly, the set batsman's out and a new batsman's out there in the middle. Well, Patmore gets the applause after a half-century, top scorer for his team. You'd like to be there till the very end, but he's done his job. Now it's up to the number 9. Well, then do a bit of pinch hitting here. 8 deliveries remaining off the innings. Kubota has bowled a sensational over. Can he continue the good work here? Oh, he goes first ball. Talk about intent. Crystal clear. Gets a good shot and it's straight into the hands of the fielder at long on. It's back-to-back wickets and back-to-back deliveries. Kubota is on a hat-trick. Where we saw Ravichandran pick up 2 deliveries and 2 balls. And now Kubota does the same. Having gone for runs in his first 2 overs, he has bowled a sensational penultimate over here. Just the 2 runs and back-to-back wickets. 8 down. Ayukai stranded at the other end too. This is going perfectly for South Kanto Super Kings. Looking at a score of somewhere in the range of 140. Now that'll certainly be a challenge, especially with Ayukai at the other end. But the instruction has to be clear here. Ayukai needs to take strike for the final over and play all 6 deliveries if possible. Samad's out there in the middle. Kubota, who's come in and bowled his heart out. This has been magnificent. He is on a hat-trick. Here's Kubota. Oh, it's a beauty. Samad lets that go and it's a dot ball to end a magnificent Kubota over. 2 runs and 2 wickets from it. 19 overs gone. It's 128 for 8. Well, final over. After South Kanto Super Kings won the toss and elected to field first, they've restricted the Chargers to 128 of 8 as Fujoka Fletcher looks to wrap up the first innings. And it's hip height there. He digs deep. Ayukai needs to go for the 2 here. He does. It's a tight call here. It's excellent running between the wickets. Throw had to be a lot more flatter on that occasion. Ayukai striking at 200. 130 for 8. Can they get another 10 runs here to just lift that total up to something that would be more than competitive on the surface? Fletcher's come and bowled the 18th over and now the 20th. These are difficult times to bowl, especially as a fresh bowler. Ayukai takes the single. It was a curious decision. Samartha number 10. A couple of deliveries to go at here now. From Fujoka Fletcher's point of view, he'll want to just make sure that Samartha remains at the striking end. Ayukai with a 6 and a boundary, a showcase that he can very much get it going. Beautiful delivery, but a single will be taken. Fires that towards the pads. Couple of extras to start off with. And halfway through the over, Fujoka Fletcher has given absolutely nothing away. This time he just down the leg side. Doesn't clip the pad. Just a delivery. More importantly, another run for Kansai Chargers. Got 3 deliveries to really go after this one. Gives him the charge. It's the top edge. It might land safely. It's in the air and it does land safely. Ayukai, who goes for the big shot, has to be dismissed. Fujoka Fletcher again comes up clutch in the final over. This has been magnificent stuff. Ayukai knows that he had to go for it. And for the big shot, top edge, straight to third man. The field placement perfect. Fujoka Fletcher, his 2 overs has just been brilliant this. Well, with 2 deliveries remaining, Kansai Chargers not getting the bonanza end to the match. Which ends first, the deliveries or the wickets column? Fujoka Fletcher's got 2 deliveries remaining. It's 133 for 9. Here goes Fletcher. That's a dot ball. It's brilliant bowling this. Absolutely sensational stuff. Well, to wrap up the innings, Fujoka Fletcher has got the new batsman out there in the middle. It's the number 10 and the number 11 here. Final ball of the first innings. Here goes Fletcher. Full deliveries flicked perfectly. He's run the first one hard. Might have to run the second quickly here. And that should be that. 135 on the board for Kansai Chargers after the 20 overs. And after South Kanto Super Kings won the toss and elected to field first, Kansai Chargers have got 135 on the scoreboard after the 20 overs. Well, Pat Moore with the 50, Fleming with a very valuable hand. Other than that, for the Chargers, it's been hard work with a scoreline that they'll feel slightly comfortable trying to defend. We'll be back for the second innings as the South Kanto Super Kings will have to chase down 136 from the 20 overs.
Yeah, I can hear you. Honestly, if I carried on like that, there's no hello. Hello. You're going to be down 5 minutes. I want to know what's up.
Rob, we can hear you.
I can hear you, Rob. Yeah. From everyone. In the national play. Yes. Thank you. Maybe just push it up. Well, I didn't even know you knew that word. The manager messed up his shirts. Yeah. So he's down as 19, but he's wearing 33. Dost Good spot. No.
I'm gonna run to the toilet.
Even though we were there very early for the start, normally what happens is you go there and it takes another 2-3 minutes for everybody to settle down. So which is why we went there 5 minutes early. In 2 minutes everybody was ready.
More objectively.
You can find somebody like a painter who has my voice behave himself. No, I have to buy these. You can always stick to that battery. Just a minute, just a USB plug in as well. This is the game outside. That's what slide you like. Yeah. I think that it works well. I saw you yesterday. Yeah. Thank you. Everything that is important. So for the score and points, what I just do is into the score, I just put the Next ball we look over and we get a wicket there. Hey!
Three for not very much. Two hat-trick chances.
Yeah, there was two hat-tricks. The one with Mike We're a little bit too early, I thought. It doesn't look good. No players are in behind it.
the crucial aspect here. Brown, 6 of 4 deliveries. Takes that aggressive cross stance here as Mohammad. He cracked for a 6. Now finding himself under a bit of pressure here. Full delivery, flicked off the pads. It's beautifully done. That will go the distance. It's back-to-back 6s. It's hit with some force there from Brown. And he is up and running. And the Super Kings have gotten the boost. 13 runs already from this over. The Samad over started off brilliantly. And the work has all been undone here. 14 run over, still a couple of deliveries left. Brown's punishing anything down the leg side. Gets the opportunity, he will flick, and critical from Mohammad's point of view that he's on the money here. Goes to the big heave again. Dot ball, and a crucial dot ball. And one more delivery remaining. Brown has done the damage. Doesn't have to go for the big shots here. Final delivery of the second. Mohammad started off well, just lost his way in the middle of the over. Now looking to finish off strong. Big delivery this coming up from the Kansai Chargers' point of view. Mohammad to Brown. Wide, and he chases after it. Toe end of the bat. He's got that into the gap. Just a single to end the over. It's 15 runs. The 14 from this over. 15 on the board after 2 overs. Brown will keep strike. It's 15 for no loss. Ahmad back in the attack, and he gets attacked very first delivery. But Brown has made his intentions crystal clear. Samad, after his very good first over, gets hit very first ball. Long off the target and a boundary to begin with. 19 on the board already here for South Kanto Super Kings. The chase going according to plan. Oh, he goes big. Stand and deliver there from Brown. Samad wants the catch to be taken. It isn't. Brown gets away with it. And he'll get runs as well. I think the boundary will be signaled. Yes, it will be. 8 runs off the Samad over already. 23 on the board. South Kanto Super Kings now just 113 runs away. This start is a killer blow. Goes big again this time. Brown has faced 10 deliveries. He's striking at 220. Ali at the other end has been very watchful. Doesn't have to do anything out of the ordinary here. Brown has taken the charge. Ali needs to make sure that he just rotates the strike and keeps his wicket intact. Watchfully punched. Approaching the halfway stage of the power play here for South Kanto Super Kings, and it's been a complete role reversal. Both teams having poles apart performances in the power play. Ali decides to just get himself set here. And Samad started off in expensive manner, now has an opportunity to finish off strong. And he cuts, but doesn't get away from the field, and it's 3 dot balls to end the over. 3 overs gone, 24 for no loss. Brown's on strike now, 22 of 10 deliveries. He's done the bulk of the scoring with his aggressive approach. Aikai gets the ball in hand for the first time. We saw his batting prowess on display with a couple of lusty blows. Now with the ball in hand, the man in form here, Brown. Goes to the pull shot first up here. He's got that into the gap and it's raced away to the boundary. Sano International Cricket Ground is slick. With the conditions been slightly wet over the last couple of days. Brown again doesn't get the best of timings on it, but the conviction is good enough to take it to the boundary rope. The Kansai Chargers have to be careful here. They have to make sure that Super Kings don't run away with this one. Big shot there. It's almost no look. There's absolutely no need to run for that one. It is a massive shot off the bat of Brown. A boundary to begin with, followed up with a massive 6. Well, Brown has made his intentions crystal clear and he's chased after Ayuka. It's a nightmare start for the all-rounder. Brown is seeing the ball like a watermelon here. He's got his eye in. The hand-eye coordination is at a very high level. 32 of 12 deliveries. He is cotton fire now. Goes big again, thick edge. Stumps. Ayukai will be happy to see a dot ball finally. Brown has been so aggressive from the get-go. Every opportunity he gets to just muscle the ball around. 10 and over here to begin this chase where the required run rate was under 7 as Brown with yet another flourishing hit. It's in his arc, it's in his radar. He goes for the maximum between long on and deep mid-wicket for another 6. 40 on the board already. Ayukai getting the full treatment here. 16 runs from his 4 deliveries. Brown has been sensational. He's making this chase look like light work. Where do they go from here? Kansai Chargers. They went so well to get 135 on the board. Under 100 remaining. 6. The chase. Oh, he goes big again. It's 6 from the bat of Brown. Again, he's picking the length far too early. The pace isn't troublesome. And he targets the leg side time and time again. It is just ridiculous hitting this from Brown. He's taken charge of the situation and he's really gone on the offensive. 44 of 15 deliveries. It has been brutal stuff. Goes big again. A dot ball to end a very expensive Ayukai over 22 coming off at 4 overs gone. It's 46 for no loss. Samad back in the attack. Last over did go for runs after a brilliant first over. And he does the wise thing here. Goes to the hot hand immediately. Just rotates the strike. He takes the single. Around 44 of 16 deliveries. Has been absolutely irresistible with the bat. That's the opportunity. Personal glory aside, the 50. Is there something that you want to chase after? Gives himself room, he clubs it. Has he got enough on it? He has, but it's straight to the fielder. Brown could not resist. Well, they're making sure that the touch has come. It has. Brown was convinced, and he does get his 15, 17 deliveries. Samad celebration cut short. Josh Brown, 50 of 17 balls, has given South Kanto Super Kings a lightning start here. We're still in the power play, and 50 has come up. Brown has got 50 out of the 53 runs. Oh, he goes big again. This is in the air. This certainly should be taken. Brown walks, and he has to stay. Well, he's leading a charmed life here, Josh Brown. And he's taking full advantage of it. Somehow would have felt that he's had a couple of glorious opportunities to get the dangerous Josh Brown back in the hut. Is he going to make them pay? He's made his intentions loud and clear. This one is in the air. Has to be taken. It isn't. Well, Josh Brown is almost determined to give his wicket away by the looks of it. 3 opportunities and 3 deliveries, all been dropped. This one with the keeper. Well, it should have been the fielders. I mean, look at the amount of ground the keepers had to cover here. The fielder has to make sure that he makes this call. He's got lesser distance to cover, and the ball is angling towards him. Couple of dot balls. Josh Brown, though, still going to chase after it. And it's a watchful shot there. And that is a costly couple of drops. Josh Brown with the widest of smiles on his face. He knows that he's led a charmed life here, but make no mistake about it, the 50 runs before that was all about intent and application. Ali at the other end hasn't gotten going whatsoever. He's continued to remain watchful, and he'll give Brown the strike here. 5 overs gone, it's 54 for no loss. Well, Josh Brown has taken the lead, and he has gone off to the bowling. Are now into the attack. Final over of the power play. Josh Brown to 50 has led a bit of a charmed life. It's tossed up. It's a full toss. Oh, that's gone for a 6. No need to look. He has just hammered that. Elhara could not have bowled the most simpler delivery to Brown, and he gets the treatment. Full toss. Full pelt. It's 60 for no loss. After 5.1 overs, the power play has been dominated by South Kanto Super Kings. Taken a long while to get the ball back here. That's been the kind of hitting that Josh Brown has inflicted on the Kansai Chargers. Goes big again. He clears the front leg, gives himself some room. He deposits that between deep mid-wicket and deep square leg for a 6. It's back-to-back 6s to begin with. And the South Kanto Super Kings are making light work of this chase primarily because of Josh Brown. 63 of 22 balls. He has taken them to the cleaners. Where do they go from here? Kansai Chargers have no answers. 63 of the 66 runs have come off the blade of Josh Brown. He goes after it again. It's the toe end of the bat. This might be taken this time, and it doesn't. Another opportunity goes away. Brown is going to continue to take full advantage of this one, that's for sure. Still in the power play business here. Ali at the other end has been very conservative. 3 of 10 deliveries. He's been allowed to take his time because Josh Brown at the other end nearly going at 300. Full toss. It's a gift for Ali. He sweeps it with elevation and he gets the maximum. Another expensive over from Kansai Chargers' point of view. 73 on the board already, 63 required, and we are still in the power play. Ali gets his first big shot. Full tosses. This time he runs it down. He goes for the quick single. Excellent running between the wickets. He has to hurry, and he does, and he'll keep strike. 20 runs off the Hara over. And still a delivery remaining. You can see why Josh Brown wanted to keep strike. He wants another crack at it. Expect him to go big here. Oh, he does. Straight down the ground. Stand and deliver. It's another 6. 26 runs off the over as the power play comes to the end. As South Kanto Super Kings 80 on the board. They've gone all guns blazing. And the Kansai Chargers have had no answers to it. 56 required from 14 overs. As South Kanto Super Kings are marching along. Something's got to give, as Josh Brown's going to finish this off in very quick time. Samad's back into the attack. Ali took his time. He was 3 of 10 deliveries, but an absolute softie to hit for a 6, and now his confidence will be at a high level too. The end of the power play is signaled by the umpire. And it's gone only one way. Josh Brown, 70 of 24 deliveries. This time at the non-striker's end, taking a bit of a breather. Every time he's at the crease, he's providing absolute destruction here. Samad to Ali. Maybe the pace now in the match just starts to change a little bit. Samad tosses it up. Ali happy to just give the single away to a man who's been striking it with vengeance. Josh Brown, 70 of 24 deliveries. Samad holding up his end, bowling his final over. Started off with just a run given. Brown on strike here. This is a crucial battle. Watchfully tucks that for a single. But Brown knows that if he stays for another 3 or 4 overs, this chase could be very easily done. Kind of destruction that he's been on. Doesn't seem that he's going to let off, as Ali on strike will take the more conservative approach, a fuller delivery. Nicely bowled there by Samad. He can very proud of the way that he's gone out and done his business. Needs to keep it tight at his end though. Finish off on a strong note. Make sure that South Kanto Super Kings don't have it all their way. Good shot over the covers. It's a bit of a risk taken there from Ali. Easing delivery there from Samad. You know that he might do the same here with Brown on strike. Long on, long off, deep mid-wicket. All will be very much interested now that the power play is done. And leg side will be heavily packed. Goes for the big charge there. Doesn't get hold of it. Just get a single. Be there for the next over, that's for sure, as I'll make sure that he just makes pause for a cause. But this is a fantastic over this from Samad. Can he finish off on a positive note there? Ali on strike. Goes for the sweep, and it's a very good looking shot. It's into the gap and it's a boundary to end the over. 7 overs gone. It's 88 for no loss as Samad bowls out his 4 overs. None for 26 for the spinner. As the Super Kings continue to march on. 7 overs gone. 88 for no loss. Taniyama into the attack. He bowls to the in-form man. This is always in favour of the batsman. He's gotten his eye in. The bowler is fresh. You'd have seen the carnage his teammates have been subjected to. He goes for the big shot there first up. Brown's not looking to hang around here. He's more than done his job. Want to stick around for a few more overs. Make sure that his team finish up the chase with more overs to spare by the looks of it. Taniyama's had a good start here. Now tosses that up. Goes down the ground. It's a powerful shot. Doesn't have the legs to reach the boundary. Just a single. Good stop there at long on to make sure that he got there before the ball hit the boundary line. Again, it's all bottom hand there from Brown. Got a lot of power in him. Ali has used more finesse in his attack. This time he pulls the short ball. Almost expected it and he climbs all over that. It's a no ball signaled as well. And a boundary. Nightmare really from Taniyama's point of view. This time it's Ali who takes it on the charge. Yep, there's the signal. A free hit as well. It's just misery being compounded here. No ball, a boundary, and now a free hit signaled. Oh, it's tossed up there. It's a huge let off. Ali should have gone down the track. He decides to try and dig that out. Huge let off there from Taniyama's point of view. He'll be breathing a huge sigh of relief, but brave bowling. Not afraid to toss that up despite that being a free hit. Oh, it's swept fine there from Ali. He's got that into the gap, just a single. Brown eats up the ground and gets to the other end. 95 on the board. Nothing has slowed down the Super Kings train. They had a one-track mind led by the magnificent Josh Brown. Straight. Oh, brilliant shot that. It's a maximum. Oh, it's a boundary rather. Stand and deliver. 99 now on the board. The Super Kings 37 runs away from a commanding victory in the Japan Premier League. Sano International Cricket Ground seeing a special innings here being played by Josh Brown. Oh, he goes big again. Doesn't have to look as to where the ball has gone because he knows that is a maximum. The 100 comes up for South Kanto Super Kings. Brown, 83 of 30 deliveries. Another expensive over. Taniyama goes for 17. 8 gone. It's 105 for 8 for none. Well, they're making this chase look like light work. 31 now from 12 deliveries, the target. Well, after Kansai Chargers' excellent recovery, the chase has been made to look far too easy than it has been. It has been a special knock from Josh Brown. Ali at the other end has had a couple of big hits himself. He's had the best seats in the house. Josh Brown, well, after completing his 50, did give the opposition a couple of opportunities. And after a couple in the air, keeper dropped one on a mid-wicket. Let one go too. When you're seeing an opponent strike the ball in this manner, the last thing you can afford to do is give him opportunities to stay out there in the middle. Suzuki now into the attack. Suzuki couldn't get going with the bat. Can he make the impact with the ball in hand here? Bowling to the less dangerous Ali, who's still been very effective, striking at over 100. Oh, edged, and the keeper can't take it. The fortune favouring the Super Kings here so far. A beautiful delivery there from Suzuki. Gets the outside edge. The keeper at full stretch. Can't get a glove to it. And to compound his misery, races away to the boundary. 27 now required. This could be over in a flash now. Ali, who took his time, he was 3 of 10 deliveries. In the next 10, he's got 22. Suzuki now with the ball in hand. And a good delivery, targeting the top of off stump. Made things difficult for the opposition. Brown at the other end is 17 away from his milestone. 100 in the Japan Premier League will certainly put him on the map as one of the most destructive openers out there. A warning for every bowling attack when they do face the South Kanto Super Kings in the Japan Premier League. He has been watchful. Another beautiful delivery there from Declan Suzuki. And it's the angle. He's using his height to his advantage. Awkward length really for Ali to go chasing outside the off stump. Try get on that back foot and climb over the ball to try and negate the height. Good delivery again. Brilliant over this from Declan Suzuki. He'll be wondering how that first delivery went for a boundary, but he's certainly held up his end of the bargain. I'd be happy to see that he's not bowling to Josh Brown as well, but an opportunity to maybe get that first wicket here. Something to cheer about in a chase that hasn't gone according to plan. Nicely played down the ground. They can afford to have a quiet over here. Still 4 from it, so not as quiet as they would have hoped it here, the Chargers. The Chargers, having lost the toss, put into bat, had a nightmare power play with the bat. 3 wickets lost in real quick time with the ball. It's possibly gone worse. Josh Brown has had a one-track mind, gone on the assault. Increased the delivery in this over as it gets the edge again. Hyde's certainly playing a part on that occasion. It's a brilliant over that. 5 dot balls after that peach of a first delivery. 9 overs gone. It's 109 for 0. The hard yards of the chase, it's all been wrapped up from the bat of Josh Brown. 136 the target, 11 overs there. To go at just over 6.5 an over. Decided to take the ultra aggressive approach, and it's paid dividends. Declan Suzuki bowled an excellent over. Brown was at the other end. Haniyama's back in the attack, and his over went for runs. He's up against Brown. Brown swings. Brown nails it. Again, that deep mid-wicket area is where he prefers to go, and he's gone again. And the swiftness at which he's picking the length is making this look far too easy than it actually is. 89 of 31 deliveries. They are 21 runs away from really putting on a stamp. Well, Josh Brown, having gotten his opportunity, has really made the Kansai Chargers pay here. Hanayama will be sick to the sight of Josh Brown. He's deposited him for 3 sixes rather. 23 runs conceded already. Had a nightmare time with the ball in hand. But Brown isn't showing any signs of slowing down. He's going to continue to attack with his job all but complete here. All about how much he really values that personal milestone. Dug in, and it's a good hit. Bottom hand coming into play. Just get a single. Doesn't time that well enough. If he did, possibly would have carried to long on. Takes Brown to 90 of 32 deliveries. 20 now. South Kanto Super Kings to chase down. Good delivery. He's gone for the big swing there. He sweeps that with elevation and he gets the maximum. It's Ali who's joined the party. He's joined a bit late, but he's made sure that he's piled on the runs as well. Well, now 14 remaining. Brown needs 10 for his 100. How does Ali go after this one now? Does he just look to chase this down? Or does he go after it? Has to punch that down the ground. Hanayama's had no joy whatsoever. 30 runs given in the 10 deliveries that he's bowled. He's conceding at a 300 strike rate, unfortunately, from his view. Oh, he's cleaned them over. Beautiful delivery. It's the quicker one. And they finally have something to cheer about here, the Kansai Chargers. Might be a little too late, but Ali departs after Hanayama's quick delivery. Cleaned up Ali here. 122 for 1 after the 10. It looked like the South Kanto Super Kings were going to be chasing that with all 10 wickets in hand. Hanayama finally striking something to cheer about. The nightmare 10 deliveries that he did have with the ball in hand as new man in Rahman. His team requiring only 14. Half the innings still to go. Here's Hanayama. Tosses that up. Ooh, it was a chance there. Did it carry? It might have. You can see from Hanayama's reaction, that was a chance. Another very interesting over, 13 runs and a wicket from it. 10 overs gone, 122 for 1. 10 overs gone as Brown on strike. 14 left. He needs 10 for his 100. There's that front leg. He goes through the covers. He'll just get a single. It's into 91 of 33 deliveries, giving Rahman an opportunity to get some time out there in the middle. South Kanto Super Kings wasted absolutely no time in this chase. Josh Brown made his intentions crystal clear from the off. From there, he followed through with some massive hits. He's dealt in boundaries and sixes. That occasion, just getting himself a single here with Rahman on strike. Declan Suzuki has been bowling some brilliant stuff. This question might be asked as to why he was held on for so long. He should have had a couple of overs bowled already. He's only into his 9th delivery here. Very first delivery bowled to Ali. He got the outside edge. And from there, bowled 5 deliveries on the money for dot balls. Short delivery, pulled away. He's got that into the gap. It should just be a single. Well, 12 away now. South Kanto Super Kings. Josh Brown needing 9. Slightly slowed down here. Certainly putting a value on that ton here. He's batted so well. He'll feel that he thoroughly deserves it, and rightfully so. Again, the cross stance making his intentions very clear. Suzuki needs to go full and straight here. Does attempt to do so. He's gone for the big swing. It's taken an edge, and it's taken. Brown dismissed, 9 short of his ton. Declan Suzuki gets the big man out. Super Kings lost their openers, but the job has been done here. 124 for 2 as Declan Suzuki takes the danger man. What a sensational innings it has been from Josh Brown. Entertaining, and he's taken his team to the cusp of victory here in the Japan Premier League 2026. 91 of 34 deliveries. Round of applause for the big man, Josh Brown. Entertaining the Masters here. It's not going to be a clean sweep. Both openers finally dismissed. Have to wait a very long time for a bit of joy, but in back-to-back overs, Kansai Chargers finally have something to cheer about. Now just 12 remaining. Two batsmen in out there in the middle. Number 3 and number 4 can take their team towards safe waters now. Declan Suzuki has been absolutely brilliant with the ball in hand. Ravichandran, who had an excellent day with the ball. He has had the captain's performance here. About Ravichandran, 3 wickets with the ball in hand now. Out there in number 4 to steal to the victory here. Nicely, but another dot ball. Magnificent Declan Suzuki over 2 runs and the wicket of Josh Brown. 11 overs gone. It's 124 for 2. Rahman on strike, alongside his skipper Ravichandran. Just 12 now with 9 overs in the bank. After being taken for 26 in his very first over, drifts that down the leg side. Rahman with easy pickings with a single. And Hara did feel the full Josh Brown treatment in his very first over. I'm bowling to two relatively new batsmen out there in the middle. Oh, decent delivery that. Just kicked off the surface. Haven't needed now. It's academic from a Super Kings point of view. Josh Brown was still out there in the middle. This possibly would have been over. Tossed up. He goes straight down the ground. He hits that with power. The skipper wastes no time. He gets in on the act. Flighted into the arc. Was very much in the hittable range. Ravichandran gives it the full flourish. Now 5 away. Well, the South Kanto Super Kings have certainly made noise in the Japan Premier League 2026 this season. And this victory will get every other team to stand up and take notice. As the South Kanto Super Kings are not here to play. They're here to dominate and get their hands on the trophy. It has been a brilliant performance. First with the ball and then with the bat. It has been clinical stuff. After the skipper Ravichandran won the toss and elected to field first, everything has gone the Super Kings' way. 3 wickets in the power play with the ball in hand, completely dominating it with the bat with nearly 80 runs on the board in the first 6 overs. It has been a complete performance. Hara conceding 33 of the 9 deliveries that he's bowled. Could be 1 hit away. Tossed up, it's a full delivery, doesn't get hold of it. Maybe the winning runs won't be scored by the skipper. Eman has got 2 deliveries as the Super Kings are 4 runs away. Wicked delivery. Nicely done there from Hara, just mixing it up. He doesn't want to be the man who gives the final runs away, but he will know that he needs to bowl a whole lot better in the Japan Premier League. Tossed up, he goes for the big shot there, Eman. Won't get a boundary for it, just a couple by the looks of it. And he'll get there comfortably. Strike for the skipper to finish things off. Struggle was gone. And Super Kings just a hit away now. The Black Caps couldn't get the job done with the ball in hand. Would have felt that 135 after the 20 overs would have been a decent recovery considering the position that they found themselves in early on in the innings. Super Kings taking a completely different approach with the bat in hand. Josh Brown scoring the quickest 90 that you will see. It was a blink and you will miss it kind of innings. Striking at nearly 300 at the strike rate. 2 runs away here. It's a full delivery. He's got that into the gap and that will race away to the boundary as the South Kanto Super Kings absolutely clinical. There's a chance there to finish it off. Thurgate just lobs that outside the off stump. It's a simple catch. Ravichandran could not believe his luck that he got an absolute dolly out there. And it results something that you wouldn't really expect, would you? The Chargers still fighting and clawing till the very end. 3 wickets gone. Expected Ravichandran to really put that away. Couldn't believe his luck, really. All outside the off stump, as juicy as you get it. Straight to the fielder there at point. Kansai Chargers right towards the end have had a few things to cheer about. 2 openers and the skipper back in the hut. Could have been a very interesting chase if Josh Brown, when he scored his 50, was taken with one of the opportunities. One deep mid wicket and one with the keeper scrambling across. Certainly could have made a fist of the match here, but allow Josh Brown to form another opportunity. Will make you pay here. As Hanji first delivery gets an absolute dolly. He goes for the maximum. He hits that with power, and it's a maximum to finish things off. South Kanto Super Kings absolutely clinical. With over 7.5 overs to spare and 7 wickets in hand, they complete the chase. 140 for 3 after Josh Brown's 90 set them off in a perfect manner. South Kanto Super Kings winning the toss, electing to field first, restricting Kansai Chargers to 135 of the 20 overs and finishing things off with over 7 overs to spare. Clinical display from South Kanto Super Kings here in the Japan Premier League 2026. Coming to you live from the Santo International Cricket Ground. It has been one-way traffic with the chase. South Kanto Super Kings with the win. There'll be a couple of players vying for that man of the match trophy. Ravi Chandran with the ball, but Josh Brown with the bat will certainly be leading that race. A 90-run effort of 30 deliveries, taking the Super Kings to safe waters as the Kansai Chargers, it's back to the drawing board for them. It's Super Kings with all the points. There you have it, the batting scorecard. It's all about one man, Josh Brown, with a bit of company there from Mohammad Ali. 91 of 34 deliveries, doing all the damage right up top. And the Japan Premier League 2026, South Kanto Super Kings powered through, courtesy of the Declan Suzuki, Haniyama and Thurgate picking up a wicket each. It was far too late as the Kansai Chargers' 135 was dealt with real quick efficiency. Well, the bowling card won't be a pleasant read for the Chargers. All been taken to the cleaners. Declan Suzuki will stand out with his figures in the 2 overs that he did bowl. Abdul Samad bowled his 4 overs up top, none for 26. Ahmed went for 14 of his first over. Ayukai went for 22. Gabriel Hara, 2 overs, none for 36. Aniyama, 2 overs, 1 for 30. It's actually Thurgate. His over went for a 6. And Declan Suzuki, the pick of the bunch, 2 overs, 1 for 6. As the South Kanto Super Kings make light work of the chase. There you have it, the match summary. South Kanto Super Kings' point of view after winning the toss and electing to bowl first, restricting Kansai Chargers to 135 for 9. Alex Patmore scoring a 50 with good support there from Alistair Kadawaki. Pick of the bunch from the bowler's point of view. Sarichandra, the skipper, leading from the front 3 for 18 from his 4 overs. And for the Super Kings with the bat in hand, Josh Brown alongside Mohammad Ali doing all the damage. 91 for Josh Brown of 34 deliveries as he takes his team towards safe waters and gets the points here. Congratulations to the South Kanto Super Kings. They get the job done here in the Japan Premier League. There you have it, South Kanto Super Kings win by 7 wickets here at the Santo International Cricket Ground in the Japan Premier League 2026. This is me, Suraj, signing off. I've been your commentator for this game. I'll catch you guys for the next bit of action here. Stay tuned. We'll be back for more live action in the Japan Premier League 2026.